Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Drunken Kobold. Today I have something that I have been really eager to share with you, and I am glad that it's finally arrived. So without further ado, let's take a look at it. Today we have Spell Effects Wild Shape and Polymorph Set 1 and Spell Effects Wild Shape and Polymorph Set 2. These are some of my favorite miniatures to come out of the Icons of the Realms lineup in a while, and I like that they come in a pre-box set. So without further ado, let's get into them. Set 1 includes a cat, a giant boar, a giant octopus, a giant scorpion, a giant shark, a giant toad, a rat, and a tiger. Set 2 includes a brown bear, a dire wolf, a giant ape, a giant eagle, a giant wolf spider, an owl, and a polar bear. All right, let's look at the positives of these. First, I absolutely love the sculpts of these. These are fantastic sculpts. A lot of these are new faces to the Icons of the Realms lineup, while a couple of them are familiar faces with a new take, so that is also pretty cool. They make a great addition to the amount of miscellaneous creatures that we got in the Waterdeep Dragon Heist miniatures, so I absolutely love that these guys are a fantastic addition to that. The paint job are not bad. Some of them have a lackluster paint job, like our giant boar here and our giant shark. The giant shark here makes the shark in Jaws look real, but you know what? They're not bad paint jobs, and the ones that are a little lackluster are really, really easy to touch up. One of my favorite standouts here is our giant toad. He's absolutely great. You can see all the details on him absolutely perfectly. Nothing is lost on this guy at all. Another great follow-up is our giant eagle. The feathers are really, really well done, and I like the gradient in the color. It adds a really, really nice touch to these. So yeah, no, these are really nice sculpts and really nice paint jobs. All of these can be found in the miscellaneous creatures of the monster manual. You don't need to dig around for them. They are located in one convenient place. The other thing I like is that because these do have bona fide stats, they can be great encounters on your regular wilderness maps. Sometimes an encounter with nature is so much better than encounter with regular sentient bad guys like goblins and kobolds. Sorry, kobolds, I know, I love you, but sometimes a bear just is a much better encounter than you guys, and you know it. So having these guys is really good, but you know what? There are a couple here that their real life counterparts are herd and pack animals. Like, for instance, let's look at the wolf. Apes can be usually found in groups. Cats sometimes move in feral groups. Rats, there's always more rats nearby. So I do recommend looking at picking up miniatures individually if you can have a few of these, just so that you can be able to field herds, packs, and families and whatever of these animals. Well, some of them are definitely going to be solitary animals. The shark, the eagle, those are animals that you can probably expect to find alone. But you know what? It is an overall really nice set. One thing I want to point out though is a couple of these miniatures have been sized up from their stats. The giant scorpion here is a huge miniature and does not indicate a threatened zone on the miniature, so it is actually a huge miniature, whereas its stats are large. And these guys up here, though they have tiny stats in the book, they are sized on small bases, and I'm pretty sure that that's just to be able to get the details in on them. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to have all this really nice fur on the cat, and you definitely wouldn't have such a cute little squeakums. So, you know what? It's really nice to, be able to stretch that. But you know what? I really like these miniatures, and I have to give the whole set a solid 9 out of 10. The only thing I would have liked to have had was a little bit more attention to detail on some of the miniatures, the shark, the scorpion, the boar, and the accurate bases, especially with the scorpion, would have been nice. I would have liked tiny bases for these guys up here, but it isn't 100% necessary. Have you had a chance to field these guys against your players? Have your players had a chance to use them as a polymorph or a wild shape? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you feel I deserved it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. A lot of you tune into these videos regularly, but only about 20% of you are actually subscribed. So it'd be really nice if, some of you could, subscribe, get the bell for notifications, and get to see the content without having to search for it. But in the meantime, cheers, and may the rolls be with you.